Hi, I'm Teresa Elling. Welcome to The Peaceful Home. If you're new here, I would love for you to subscribe. We talk about all things home and family, and today is day 4 of Vlogtober. I'm posting a video every day, and today I have a project, and that is cleaning out the refrigerator. So, not always a favorite thing to do, but very rewarding. Once or twice a year, I like to pull everything out of my fridge and clean it thoroughly, pull out all of the shelves and drawers and wipe them out. And this is a fun project because you get rid of expired food. You can make adjustments if you need to on your shelving and just get a fresh start and have a sparkling refrigerator when you're done. The first thing you want to do is have clear counters and an empty sink and some supplies, a scrubby sponge and a brush, and maybe a white eraser. And this is how my fridge looked before. It was pretty packed. We do have quite a few people living with us right now. And you're going to want to remove everything from the refrigerator to start. So just start pulling out everything from the doors. Here I'm sorting through everything I removed, checking expiration dates, tossing empty jars, things that we don't use anymore, and sorting them into categories. One of the things that contributes to a fridge getting dirty is leaks down the side of a jar or things stuck on the bottom of a bottle, and that just brings gunk into our refrigerators. If you can wipe those things clean each time you use them before you put them away in the fridge, it'll go a long way towards making your fridge stay clean. I broke everything up into categories so I can put things back the way I want them. I also took this time to take inventory and write down a list of the things that I want to make sure I have a stock of in my pantry. Now it's time to remove all of the door shelves so that I can wash them. I just wash everything in the sink with soapy hot water, and I noticed like a kind of yellowish orange stain on one of these drawers, and a white eraser took it right out. Next, I spray the doors with all-purpose cleaner and scrub them with a sponge and dry them with a towel. Next, you continue to remove all of your food out of the refrigerator. I sort it by almost empty containers that can be thrown away, expired food, and dishes that need to go in the sink to be washed, and you just keep going until you get everything out of the fridge. Removing the shelves is relatively easy. Usually you can just lift them and they detach and come out. You just have to be careful, they are glass. And then it's time to wash these. And again, just dish soap and a sponge. And there are spots where often on these the glass does not detach from the frame and food can get underneath. It's kind of a pain, but there's really no way to clean that out. That's an example of that right here. Sometimes there are cracks where the glass meets the frame, and that's when you need a brush to kind of get in there and get out crumbs and spills. Working my way down, I'm removing drawers, and then the main frame that the drawers slide into, and the sheet of glass that sets in is removable as well. So be careful as you're taking the whole thing out. You can see here how the glass does lift up from the shelf for cleaning. And here's a look at the reality when you take all the drawers out. Yuck. Next, just continuing to spray and wipe down. There was a spot on the door that needed some Goo Gone. I could not get it off with soap and water. The Goo Gone took it right off, one of my favorite products. Then I continued to clean the bottom, which was the worst part. And I used a paper towel for that so I could just throw it away. And then I continued to use a sponge, and here I'm using a brush to get into all the nooks and crannies. And when you're completely done, dry the entire surface. Here are all the drawers and shelves sitting out to dry on an old towel. And here is my clean refrigerator. Time to put everything back in. Because things have been sitting out, condensation is built up. So you want to wipe around the jars and containers, removing any moisture before you put things back in the refrigerator. And I have divided my fridge and labeled it. And I'm sure that probably seems crazy to some people, but growing up with kids that I wanted to work and do chores and be able to put things away where we could find them, labels were so necessary. And I find that it even helps when we have people over and they want to be helpful and put things away. They can kind of tell where things go. Putting everything back in the fridge, it's time to clean the outside. So I simply sprayed with an all-purpose cleaner and wiped it down with one of my e-cloths. And make sure that you get behind the handles. That's one of the grimiest parts of the fridge. You also want to open the doors and do the sides and the top and bottom that are often overlooked, as well as the gasket or the rubber seal. Make sure to push your cloth into the gaps and wipe it thoroughly. What my fridge looked like before. Obviously, you can't really see the spills and the gunk on the sides and the bottom. And here's what it looks like after. Got rid of a lot of yucky stuff and got it thoroughly clean. Here's some of the labels that I've put in. Again, just to help the entire family know where things go. This is the reward of a job well done, a sparkling clean refrigerator. This project should take you anywhere from 1 to 2 hours, depending on how fast you clean and depending on how bad the spills are in your fridge. I hope this video inspires you to tackle this project at some point in your own home. Thank you so much for joining me today on The Peaceful Home.
Just eating it with fruit.
Oh, nice. It's a nice treat. Okay.
Or doing this every once in a while.
That's on film. Say hi.
What did you do?
She came and squirted the whip.